I think perhaps the most interesting case I've had in the aviation in the last several years was I had the city of Kingman call me up. Kingman has an old Army Air Corps field that was given to its predecessor in interest on condition that they use it for aviation purposes. And this is the old graveyard for the B-17s in World War II. Well, they had leased this property to an airport authority. Arizona has a statutory scheme that allows airport authorities. They are nonprofit corporations. They're juridical entities. They can sue and be sued. And the sponsor they become the sponsor of the airport, even though the airport itself is owned by the city. Well, this sponsor of the airport, this juridical entity, this corporation was a law unto itself. It ran the airport by jingo, and it was going to do with it what it wanted, and it didn't have to answer the voters, and it didn't have to answer the city. So the city came to me and says, we need to cancel that lease. Can we find them in breach somehow? Well, the lease was written totally lopsided. It was written, of course, by the airport authority's lawyers. And it gave the airport authority remedy and cure periods that were 90 days long. So if you said they're in violation of some portion of the lease, you had to give them notice, and they had 90 days to cure, or, as is typical in commercial leases, to begin a cure. So I told Kingman, I said, well, that's not going to work. I said, but you know what we can do? Why don't we condemn the airport authorities' interests in the lease? They said, what do you mean? I said, you're a sovereign. You've got the right of condemnation. You can just condemn their property rights and take it away from them. I did that. Now, I ended up in federal court. I ended up in the Ninth Circuit. But within 6 months, I had an order returning the airport to the city, not because they breached the lease, but because the city exercised its sovereign rights to condemn that property. And now I'm citing cases back from the 1790s about the contract clause in the Constitution and how that interfaces with a sovereign's power if you're a state. It was a fascinating case, and I loved that case. And I got to tell you, it was shocking to the airport authority that we booted out of that airport, and surprising to the city that hired me to accomplish what everyone had told them couldn't be done.